In this video, I wanted to share with you how you can walk with the cane correctly after knee replacement. Welcome back, guys. My name is Dr. Mike, and I'm a physical therapist providing tips on how to build strength and longevity with your body. And today we're teaching you the correct way that you should be walking if you decide that you want to use a cane. Now, whether you are using a cane right now or whether you're someone that has desires to transitioning to a cane, you're gonna wanna make sure that you pay attention to the full video because we're gonna go over small little details that can be very impactful when it comes to not just walking with the cane to keep you safe, but also when it comes to improving your walking quality. Now, the first thing that we have to consider when we're using a cane is ensuring that it's set at the proper height. If we're using a cane that's too low or whether that's too tall, it's going to change the mechanics of your walking and it's going to change how you hold the cane in your side. So if I'm using the cane in my right hand and I simply stand right next to the cane and I place my hand down at my side, what I should see is that the handle of the cane is at the same height as where my wrist crease is. If the cane was like right here, that would be too high. If my hand or fingertips were touching the top, if my arm was completely straight, that would simply be too low. I've already adjusted this cane here so you can see for my height in general, this is a perfect height for my cane because when I hold it, now I'm gonna have a slight 15 to 20 degree elbow bend when I'm walking with it. Now the next key point is to ensure that you are using the cane on the right side. I often see this many times where patients are using the cane on the wrong side. So let's say, for instance, that I had surgery on my right side or I had an injury on my right knee. You'll often see that people think that you're supposed to be holding it on the right side. For some reason, they feel that they should be stepping and also progressing that cane forward. But in reality, it's actually the opposite. In order to be safe, we should be using the cane on the opposite side of the surgery or the injured side. Why? Because every time I take a step forward with that right leg, I also should be bringing the left arm forward as well. So you're going to see that it's moving along with you, not beside you during the walking. So the key is every time you take a step, you should be progressing the cane about the same length as you're progressing the foot as well. And that brings me into the next key point in using the cane correctly is ensuring that you're not overreaching. When you are taking a step with the right leg, for instance, my surgery leg, hypothetically speaking, and you're overreaching, that's going to throw off your balance immediately. So you have to ensure that when you're progressing that cane forward, that it is at an equal length and very close to your center of mass so you don't lose your balance with this. We have to make sure that it stays close with us and we're not doing any far reaching or even going out to the side, which is another common mistake that I'll see people make with this cane. Now, in order to truly improve the quality with the cane, we don't want to stay or be stuck with the same walk every time. We should be able to start to progress and improve the quality of our walking by really focusing on getting a step through gait. What does that mean? Well, if you just had surgery or you just had an injury, you are going to use the opposite leg to step to the next foot. You're stepping to the injured leg. However, when you start improving and you start getting more confident and comfortable on that knee, you want to make sure that you start to normalize your walking with that reciprocal gait pattern, which means that when I walk normal, it's opposite arm and leg that we're walking with. So every time I bring my right foot forward, my left hand comes forward. And that's what we want to assimilate when we're using the cane and we're practicing that step through gait. That's going to help you eventually, if you have goals on getting rid of the cane, of normalizing that gait pattern so you're not really getting in the habit of practicing bad walking pattern. Now, if you're someone that wants to know how much you should be walking after a total knee replacement, please be sure to watch the next video here.